Okay, so it's 6:58 on the 9th. I didn't do that on purpose. and and last night I could not sleep. That's why I'm starting so late. I could not sleep at all. Oh man, last night was rough. And then I got up at midnight. So I was up for a while, and then I was just so dead though. I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And I was like, man, because I thought about recording before, and I was like, fuck, I don't have it in me. No fucking way. I gotta go back to sleep. So I went back to sleep, and then I think I got up at like 5:40 or something. Um, but since I was up at midnight, I did see my daughter made it to SeaTac and got on her plane there. And then, so she's on her way to Thailand. And she had sent me her whole itinerary, which I've wanted to go to Thailand for so long, especially for somebody who, I don't know, when I'm practicing Buddha or whatever. I guess I'm practicing Buddha because it's really a philosophy from what I understand. It's just a way of life. It's not like I'm worshiping Buddha, but I do understand the philosophy. And so, but Thailand has a bunch of temples and stuff, really cool temples. So if I was to go, I would definitely go to a beach one of the days and see the monkeys and stuff like that. But I would go around to a lot of temples. I really want to go on temple tours. But she's got a whole bunch of different tours. And they're doing a bunch of like food things I didn't even ever think of. Like even going to a cooking class and stuff. It's like, so I think they're going to have a lot of fun. But it's going to be 2 weeks. So everything went smooth. She said even when she went to the airport in Spokane, there was 4 people at the airport. So, but I had also seen Delta said that they're not canceling, they're only canceling domestic, not international flights. And she's not even flying on American Airlines. So hers is some kind of Asia airline or something. So anyways, she's off on a journey. She's off on her experience. And which, yeah, man, I would love to go to Thailand. I wanted to go so long. But like there's a few things to me, since they have since they work, they have doggy daycare that they use all the time. And so they leave their dogs with the same place. And they've been doing it for years and years and years, and they've traveled and went so many places. So everything seems fine, I guess, with them. But to me, I would have an issue, like, to go off and take off for 2 weeks, like, I don't know, even to take off for a few days to go see my brother and leave the dogs. I need to have my own dog nanny. That's what I need. Dog nanny. Oh man, especially like, oh dang, Ruthie. And where do you think Ruthie is? Right here. And who is normally laying here? Max. But does Ruthie care? No, she just sits down on top of you. Let's see if I can. Yeah, she just like, you want to lay there? No, I'm just going to lay on top of you if you don't mind. So she's just like, she is, I'll tell you. I can't wait till she's a little more grown up. But there was a couple things I wanted to talk about. One of the things though, because my hair keeps doing this weird kind of thing here. It's kind of driving me crazy. And I thought, it must be because I'm putting my hair in one of those towel things before I dry it, you know. I'm letting it be on one of those things after I get out of the shower. Which, look at the color change. I'm telling you. This is so much darker. So I kept thinking, well, it must be that's pushing my hair back or something. So yesterday, I had pulled my hair up into, as I was, freaking, I got that shit done. But I had pulled my hair up in a bun. I was like, oh my gosh, there's tons of little hairs. I couldn't see them so much the other day, but when I pulled my hair back, I was like, crap, there's a lot. And some of them are kind of long. So something something has got a lot of hair growing. And so, I don't know, because I'm trying so many different things. It's hard to say what it is, but yeah, there is growth. And then I was like, oh, I think that's also what's making it stick up. And this weird thing. It was just so funny because I was thinking about this, like when I was in high school, there was girls, like Farrah Fawcett hair was the thing. And all these girls, their hair did that. And my hair didn't do that. And even when I went to go try and get a Farrah Fawcett haircut, when I had long straight hair and I went in, I was like, I really want a Farrah Fawcett haircut like everybody else. And then my mom takes me into a hairdresser and I think, oh, I'm going to go in and get a Farrah Fawcett haircut. No, he gave me David Bowie haircut, which was not popular. It was so embarrassing. So anyways, that's kind of been my story out there in the hair cutting world. But anyways, it's just funny because it's doing this. It's driving me crazy. But I was thinking, it's so funny because in high school, I would have been just so excited to do that. But anyways, the one thing about puppies too that I wanted to say. So this girl, oh yeah, and the not sleeping thing. So I was so uncomfortable. Like oh my God, I'm so motherfucking uncomfortable. And I kept thinking, man, is it because I was lifting so much heavy stuff? Because I freaking got that shit done yesterday. Now I'm in the midst of, I'm on my t-shirts. I'm organizing all my t-shirts. I've been organizing everything. But I got everything moved, everything. I couldn't believe all the shit I got done. And then I'm like, oh, it must be so late. It was like 10:30 in the morning. So I kept going. I've got stuff so organized now. But anyways, so when I couldn't sleep, I kept thinking, well, maybe it's because I was lifting all this heavy stuff. And I don't know if I just get in this zone or something and I just keep going and I just don't notice. And then I go sit down and it's like, fuck, man, I'm sore. But anyways, I got all that stuff done. And I'm now just going to organize my t-shirts. And but then I'm out of it, I'm telling you. I swear to God, even when I was sleeping, it didn't seem like I was sleeping. I feel so weird. Everything feels so weird. And even for the last couple days, I've been seeing weird colors where it's like, oh my gosh, is it glitching? Are we just about to just glitch out? It's so weird. But and I'm having these crazy manifestation things where it's just like, I don't know, as soon as you think of something, because I was at I got some plants, because most of my plants died. There's only a few that lived through the last move. And how did they, oh yeah, because they froze, because we stopped and slept in a hotel, and then they froze. So when I got there, they were all frozen. And so only a couple of them survived that. Anyway, so I've got this big window here. And my brother had it closed off because he said it's too hot in here. But I was like, well, I like natural heat anyways. I don't get bothered. A lot of people like their air conditioner on, blowing them all the time. I'm not one of those people. And then so I was trying to figure out how I could put the plants in the window. And then I looked and found a plant stand that was exactly the size. So I did that. So when I was at the store, that was one thing I wanted to do while I was in town, go by Home Depot and get a bunch of little starter plants. So I swear to God, they used to be like $2, but now they're $6. But then I put them in pots. They're already gone so much bigger. And so when you get those, don't leave them in those little pots, which they were already rooting in there. One of them, the roots were all going through and stuff, but you put them directly into a bigger pot, they right away start taking up more space. So, anyways, I went there to go get those. Oh yeah, so I went there to go get those plants. So I got a few plants. I still need more, but it's just like, plants give you fresh air, and I don't know. I just like looking out the window with the plants. But anyways, when I was doing the room, hanging all the stars, which I'll also show you that. I've got, I swear to God, I love the stars. Let's see if I can go. See, there's my big one. I got that one in Mexico a long time ago. But there's stars everywhere. But see those lights? So I had just ran across this string of lights. I think it's all crooked. I just ran across this string of lights. And I was like, oh, I'm going to put them up in my bedroom. But they only went halfway around. And so I don't know what the fuck I've done. Some kind of dumb shit. That's why every fucking day is the same shit, man, I'm telling you. What the fuck? Hold on. I don't have any glue. I got a different one of these. Thinking because the other one, because the other one is got broken parts, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get another one. So I get this one. It's fucking jacked. I swear to God, they're just crappy. And so, anyways, it only went part way around the room, which I was like, okay, that's cool. It's still, you know, from laying on the bed, look up, it's got like all the sparkles by my stars and stuff. And then, so when I was walking past the plants, I had to walk through the Christmas decorations, and it was a whole thing of lights. So I stopped and I was looking at them, and I was like, oh, maybe I should get a string of lights to complete the room. And I was like, oh crap, I can't remember, like, I don't know how long I would need. I don't know. And so I was just kind of like thinking about it for a minute, and I thought, nah, just wait. So I left and went, checked out, got my plants, went to the car, and zoomed home. And the Max has given up. He's squashed. So then, this needs to tip. Like, oh, there, that's better. So then, yesterday when I was doing all this organizing and going through boxes and stuff, then all of a sudden there was a string of lights. So I was like, oh, I'm going to check those and see how they work. And so I was doing all my stuff, and then at some point I think, okay, I'm going to go check the lights. So I go plug them in, they work. And then I go and I look, and I was like, oh my God, they match these lights exactly. And so I plug them in and I start hanging them. They went exactly the whole thing, exactly to the spot where the other one started. I was like, what the hell? I have no idea where those lights came from. I don't even remember them being in my house. I don't even remember these ones being in my house. I was like, where were these? I think I had some hanging in my bedroom, but I didn't have two strings. So I don't know. Oh, there was some out in my little guest room, my guest house. Oh, that must be where those are from. So totally two different rooms of the house. But anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, that is just like a manifestation. And so anyways, I couldn't sleep, and I was totally uncomfortable. I'm thinking, oh well, it's got to be this fucking all this moving and doing all this stuff. And then so I get up, I'm up trying to do stuff and watching TV. No, I think I was just looking at TikTok. And then I was too tired, so I started trying to go back to bed. And then okay, woke up again from Stella crushing me. And then so I've been up and everything. So I was thinking, well, I'll look at TikTok again for a minute and see if there's... This is just bullshit. Dog stuff nonstop. Like, the fucking dog disaster we have got as humans just makes me sick. And especially when you look at dogs in their eyes and you see their soul. Soul fucking crushing, man. Fuck, it's so fucked. Then in the amount that they are putting to death every day. Here, we're going to save you from this home of cruelty. Come on over here, because we're going to kill you. Oh, God, it's fucking this world, man. So anyways, but I saw somebody talking about the Schumann resonance, and it's going crazy. And they said, oh, you probably couldn't sleep last night. It's like, oh, see, that's the thing is so many times where I'll say like something just doesn't make sense. It's like the energy on the planet. So yeah, if you couldn't sleep or your dreams were wacky, you're feeling dizzy, you're feeling sick, it can cause you all different things. It just depends on your vibration and what the vibration is you're trying to align with. That there was huge spikes last night, so it was intensity. So, anyways, the Schumann lady, she was like, just rest today, give yourself grace, whatever comes up, process. Yeah, so I agree with all that. But so this video I saw yesterday, 2 of them. So one of them, and I shared it, I put it on a comment of Crystal's. And my nose is tickling me now again. And my stomach's bothering me too. And I don't know if it's the Schumann. I have no idea if it's the poison or the Schumann. Oh, because also, I had said this for years. I've been saying every sickness is toxin or parasite. And then I know I sound crazy all the time, but then I started seeing where a doctor was also saying it. And which I'm sure there's more than one, but I'd seen a video. And so I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. And this fucking sickness is fucking real. It's all fucking bullshit. And I gotta keep gathering my thoughts. I'm out of it. So because now another one of these sicknesses has come out, the scientists have discovered, is, so you know how Michael J. Fox likes the park. You know, that park has got, that everybody seems to go to, is, now they have discovered that it is from a certain kind of toxin. So, and I can't remember what it is. You can look it up, I guess, but if it's something from yeast or something from wheat or something. So something that they put on that is, you know, causes some people to go to the park. Which all the different sicknesses, like everything, it's all this fucking shit. I've been saying it for years and years and years. And it's just more and more and more coming out and coming out. And only giving confirmation that yeah. And even the other day, you know, when I didn't say it because I've said it so many times, and people were like, well, I'm so sick. I'm like, yeah, well, what's out in the air? What about it? What are the toxins did you eat last week? What kind of things did you consume? And people are like, oh, yeah, okay. It's like I'm a kook. And so I just don't, you know, say it all the time to strangers or whatever. But all these people were all like, oh, you're so sick. I'm so sick. Everywhere I was going. And the thing is that people need to go and look up. Go look up what the side effects are of poison, of all the different ones, all the ones that are in our food and stuff. Go look at the side effects. Then you see, like, oh, isn't that a coincidence? So, yeah, it's no fucking coincidence. It's fucking real. And what was, as a sickness. Oh, yeah, because I think it is where that opened that spark in my mind was when I was in nursing school, and the alcohol. Because I was, you know, well, I mean, I was born to an alcoholic, so alcohol had been a huge part of my life. Alcohol surrounded me my whole life, and I dabbled and pulled back. I went back and forth, but I never was some big drunk. Well, I have gotten some drunk. I have definitely gotten drunk. But I never was, went into that lifestyle or something. But but anyways, so, you know, I knew about alcohol and drinking and what has happened. And so anyways, at nursing school, they said the thing that is happening to people that people seem to enjoy is that they are fucking dying. Like, this is what happens when you are POISONED, is this is what happens to your body, and that is what ethanol does, and that is the response. So your body is responding to being poisoned, and that is what we consider being drunk and having a good time. It's like, what? That is kooky. But yeah, something to think about. But when you think about sicknesses and stuff, yeah, I just gotta look up, like, what happens to you if you have some arsenic? What happens to you if you have a little of this, a little of that? And then you start seeing, and then especially if in this science experiment where they mix them all up, and then depending on what your DNA is, how it affects you. So yeah, it's for fucking real. So anyways, back to this TikTok. So this, the one I shared on crystals, which I thought was good because it was like confirmation. So this girl, and this is what trips me out too. This just trips me out. Just like the lady who was doing the reincarnation thing on that lady the other day. So she was doing one of those past life regressions. I don't know if it was a QHHT. It probably was, because that's more popular. And that's where there's, you go through, you see some past lives, then you go through and you talk to the higher self, and the more, I always get confused on the subconscious and the conscious, because you're conscious, you're not really conscious of what you're conscious of, but there is a conscious part of you that is always watching, which we would consider our higher self. And so I would say the conscious, but since we're not always listening to it, then I don't know, is it the subconscious? I don't know. But anyways, because it depends on what you consider conscious, I guess. But so anyways, the higher self. So in those past life regressions, then they go in and they talk to the higher self. What are they supposed to learn? What are they supposed to know? All this stuff. So, and sometimes they talk to other beings and whatnot. It depends too, because like this one who did that lady the other day, and it was tripping her out that this lady, that she knew this guy and he had killed her over here and then he abandoned her over there and stuff. I'm like, that is the typical, like, that's what past life stuff is. That's why everybody's got all this shit and all these entanglements and all this frustration in the world with the people that are around them, because there are these long shadowing situations that just follow you in that you got to work through, but people don't think about them and they don't bring them to the forefront, and so they just linger in the karma and the entanglement. They just stay entangled. And so but that's what past life, and that we are not all good, even though there's a lot of people who think that they are all good, but we're not all bad, and there's lots of people who think that they're all bad, and you're a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you're the one who has to find your balance. And when you're not, and wherever you find your balance is where your vibration is. And so if you don't like that vibration, you have to find a better balance. And so so you may need to like turn a little this way, turn a little that way. You got to get yourself into a balance that's of a higher vibration. So anyways, but that's what past life things are all about. Like, you've killed people, they've killed you. You've done people dirty, they've done you dirty. It just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I have seen people talking about in their past lives, sometimes when they'll go back and they'll see ones where they were kind of rotten, that it was very freeing, that they enjoyed the ride. So you sit here and you think all judgmental of people, but really there's a freedom to it of not trying to be pleasing everybody, not trying to be so perfect, to just let it all go. So, but you learn things from all the different lives. But anyways, that woman does that. And then when she encountered this lady saying that stuff, it was like tripping her out. She was so weirded out that she had to talk about it. I was like, I don't understand how that's weird. But then this one, so this is an animal medium. And so she talks to animals. And so she was talking to a cat. And she said typically she talks to cats that are already passed. But this one was alive. But the mom wanted her to talk to her. And I don't remember what the questions were or whatever. But so she said once that she had finished asking the questions, the cat was like, well, so do you want me to tell you about the ways of the world or something like that? And she's like, well, do you know about them? The ways of the universe or something like that. And the medium said, do you know about him? And he's like, well, yes, of course I do. I'm a cat. So he started telling her all of this stuff, which the video is attached to Crystal's thing from yesterday's video and her comment. And so you can look at that video if you want to see it. But so she was asking him, he was doing a lot of talking. He was telling her. But the things he was telling her were things that I've been saying. So it was another confirmation to me. So I've got confirmation from a cat. There was another one too. I think it was a dog. It was another one of these mediums talking to some animal. I was like, I think it was a cat too. I think it was a cat. And but I've gotten confirmation for the stuff that I say. And so off of ChatGPT and these cats. So even though I say things that seem really kooky and stuff, I get confirmation. I've said this from the very beginning of when I started, that there's always like communication. And then I'll say stuff and then I'll get confirmation after. And but the thing that was weird about it is the lady, the medium who was doing it, she's like, I just don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't really have any big belief system. And I don't know what to believe. And I don't understand, and all this stuff. Like, if this is a matrixy, if this is a game or whatever, you can go in and hear her or whatever. But that's what trips me out, is these people who have these practices that a lot of people consider like spiritual practices. Like if you're doing reincarnation stuff on somebody, most people would think like, okay, well, what in the new age you got going on there, weirdo? But so you would be, wrapped up in the spiritual. And then you're a cat medium or an animal medium. People are going to think, yeah, same thing. You're talking to the devil. But they get all sorts of confirmation from what the animal says and then asking the person. And so they get all sorts of confirmation. But but it's weird is that there's these people who are in this realm, this considered in this spiritual community or whatever, and they're not, I don't know. How can I say that they're not, I don't know what their practice is. I don't know how they live their life, but I don't know. I don't know how it is that I get told this stuff. But I've been talking to these beings since or whoever the fuck, since I was really little. Like, it's my higher self, and it's my higher self's an alien. I don't fucking know. But I mean, we're not all like, this place isn't even, it's like what I say all the time. You're just an orb, and you go into different realms, into different experiences, and you're birthed into different ones so that you can learn from whatever's going on at the time, and you grow through experience, and it increases your code, and which it alters your vibration. So it has all to do with that. And it's, when you are in spirit form, you don't look at it as treacherous like we do when we're in this experience. And it chews people up and spits them out all the time. But you cannot let it do that. It's so weird is, because there's, what was that? It was something, I can't remember where, but it was, like, you can't let things get you down. Like, no matter what you go through, you got to pick yourself back up and keep going. You can't, it's like you go through things, and then some people, they just get beaten down by it. Like, they fall apart. Some just get angry and bitter. Some choose drugs and alcohol. Whatever it is, whatever life keeps throwing at you and knocking you down, you have to see the purpose behind it, the growth behind it and stuff. And you got to just keep going. You can't just surrender and give up. You keep pushing on and pushing on. And that's how you become, I guess, like a better player in the game or something. Is that to really understand it's a game. And in spirit form, like I've said, it's like we're all ego or something. It's like, oh, I can do that. I can go there. And then we get into it. And then it's like, oh, this is horrible. I hate life. I hate being alive. I just want to die. You hear people saying it all the time. And, but it is... but it's challenging. Oh, and even that girl, the medium, she's like, well, why do bad things happen? This is something like I have understood since I was a kid. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, people think like there's some real God up in the sky, and he's deciding each day if we're going to have a good day or a bad day. And he's just like wrecking your day because you did something wrong. It's like, that's not how it works. And when bad things happen, it's because you learn from them. I mean, what would be the point for there never to be anything? What would we be doing here? If it was just good thing, we could just stay where we were. We just stay up in the heavens. Which, there's more weird stuff with Erica. I swear to God, she gets just... It's every day. It's like the Erica show. Every day there's Erica. I was like, it just gets weirder and weirder with that chick. And her eyes go slits all the time. Her eyes do these weird kind of things. So I don't know. She's just a shape-shifting fool. And then there's people who are really like into Candace and Charlie's relationship. And they were so close and stuff like that. It's like they should have been the ones who got married. Which, I just saw this video. I was like, what in the Hollywood weird world is this? So, Selena Gomez, which there's weird things about her, because I swear to God, she's got Kanisha's friggin' that whole situation has always bothered me. I mean, it just so happens you're at a hotel, going to a party, and you disappear, and then you're found the next day in a freezer, which just happened to be missing a connect. And there just happens to be a big star who is in there getting a new one. And the hotel just happens to be owned by her best friend, Bill Murphy or something. I don't know. Bullshit. But anyways, I don't know, you know, if she's a fucking shapeshifter or what the fuck. And she needs new parts often. She's a vamp. I don't fucking know. This world is so fucking weird. But so she got married. And I don't even know how old she is. But she got married to some guy. And so people were showing these videos. So the video I saw was like, this is who her boyfriend was before he got married. Because now he's married to her. And she's always trying to be lovey-dovey and hanging on him. Trying to give him kisses and stuff. And he's always like pushing her off and stuff. Oh my God. You have got to see the videos of him before he got married. What the holy hell? I just like, did you know this guy beforehand? And people are like, oh, it's a lavender marriage. So she's trying to cover up her lesbianness. It's like, even in a world that is so popular, like everybody would probably jump on board with her if she was a lesbian. Like, what? Like, I didn't even know who he is. But, oh my God. If you haven't, It's not even just how he is so clingy and hangy and kissy on his boyfriend. Because, yeah, it was boyfriends before Selena. Then, but the one on the different shows, like there's one on a cooking show or something. Oh my God, what in the hoedown is going on with you, fella? And I mean, he's just like all over this guy. You know, telling me, you want me to spend the night? It was like, oh my God, he was so fucking. Then I thought that one was, I thought that one was over the top. Oh God, this other, I don't know if it's a podcast or whatever. Oh my God, him, and he's very proud of his BJs. And and he's really wanting to give a very big description to this other guy. And so the two of them start talking. One guy, I don't know. It seems like he is straight, but he thinks it's funny because he feels like he could also give a really good one. He could blow some socks off some guys in 2 seconds flat. And so you just have to hear this conversation. Lord, even the third wheel in this conversation says, maybe you two just need to get together. It's like, in the third wheel, it was like, did you not know this guy has got a boyfriend? Because he's like talking to him like that they're both straight or something. It's like, this one over here who's bragging about he has got boyfriends. He's like all over guys, like all over the things. But then get in with this famous girl who a lot of people consider gorgeous. And he's just like, ooh, scoot over. It's just like, what the world? Girl, did you know this fella before you married him? Was this an arranged marriage? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. And I don't know. If I swear to God, if I married some guy and he was like that to me, and then this videos were coming out, I would be embarrassed myself if it was that this guy was just so. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know where my lines are on this whole thing. Like, I don't know. We all have our own boundaries on this situation, but yeah, I don't know. So, anyways, that I don't know why I was going off on that. Oh, because the Erica and the eye slits and reptilian. Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's just like this weird world that we got going. Oh yeah, and Charlie. It did seem like kind of like they were like it would have been a cute couple, but I don't know. I don't know, because she's married and has a kid now, which people are saying that they don't even know that these kids that him and Erica were dangling around were even theirs, because she has a rent-a-kid thing or something. I'm telling you, stuff gets so fucking weird. I definitely 100% don't think Charlie's gone to heaven. He's gone to Valhalla. He's over somewhere. He's over there watching it on the big screen. But she's just like, oh my God. Oh yeah, because now there's another video, and this is it something Aldine or some country singer guy? So this country singer guy comes up on the stage with his wife. I think at this Fox Award ceremony where she's giving herself an award or something. And so, because she's the CEO, so I mean she's gonna give herself. This whole thing is so weird. So this good-looking guy comes up on the stage, and with his wife, and Erica starts all going all on him. Like, what? It does seem like, girl, are you just really needing to be touched? What is going on with you? Like, you're over the fucking top. And the wife is just standing there looking like, what the hell? So you got to see that video for yourself too. Anyways, yeah, it's just every day is there. Erica's got something on the Erica channel. We got something to tune into every day. We'll see what she brings us today on the friggin' whatever it is. I can't see the whatever her show. so, but so anyways, this other, should I finish all that? So this other, animal medium. So this was another animal medium. Well, let's say one who was just like, I mean, the cat really did give her, new information to the universe, which to me, it was no new information. It was all stuff like that I see or know or understand, or I don't even know how it all works at this point, because it just trips me out. I was like, because it seems like it's so clear to me and so obvious. And it's just like, how do other people not see? And so, anyways, this medium was talking to this dog. Oh yeah, this was cute. Because it was this little dog named Charlie. And I don't remember what the mom, because he wasn't dead. This lady was a different lady though. The other one said she only talks to dead animals normally. But this one, she must talk to live ones all the time. So the Charlie is with, okay, I'm not going to be able to say it exact. I'll just kind of give my refurbished version of the story. So the mom is got no kids or anything. She's just got Charlie. And she is a guy partner. And so it's just the three of them. Only she's super, super close to Charlie. And Charlie is like he kind of looks like my daughter's dog, Lily. So it kind of looks like some kind of a Dalmatian, not a Dalmatian, a Dachshund mix. So little dog. And Charlie has been with, well, okay. Because he said he's been with her whole life. And that he's like a guardian of hers, like a guardian angel, which I feel like Stella, she's like my animal, what is it called? My spirit animal. Stella's my spirit animal. And so it seems Charlie was her spirit animal. And he had said he had come to her before when she was younger, but she didn't recognize him. She didn't bond with him. And so she said, oh, I did have a dog when I was a little kid. And then my dad took him and gave him away or something. And Charlie's like, yeah, that was me. And that was the only other dog she'd had. But then when she got Charlie, she really bonded. But he said he went in hardcore on this one, as he was like not letting her have any other way about it, because he's always with her. He's always watching over her, whether he's her pet, wherever he is, he's always with her. And that he is now 15. I think he said he was 15. And he's tired and he's getting old, and that she needs to get a puppy. And he said he can't stand puppies. They're such little fucking, I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically little fucking shit turd imbeciles they are. God, I forgot. Ugh, Jesus. They just run on impulse. And she's just walking, just pee where. There's one thing after another with her. She's not trying to tear shit up. She's jumping on top of people. She just is like, she just can't stop herself. She just goes. So she's ruthless Ruthie at this point. She's a little terrorist. That's what she is. So, anyways, but he was making comments about the puppies. And so I was like, oh my God, that is, yeah, so true. But he's like, I don't really like puppies. They're horrible. But he said, I need to get her trained up with this puppy. I've got to get her to have another dog so that she is not devastated when I leave, because she's gonna be devastated. She's gonna die. She's gonna die when I die. And the woman's like, saying something. So she asked the lady, and she said, I do tell him that all the time. I tell him all the time, when you die, I'm gonna die. And So Charlie was saying she can't handle it. And he was saying stuff like, I can't remember the exact words he used, but it was like, she disconnects from life. She just gets lost in her own self when things are hard. And he said she will be lost. She won't be able to handle it. We got to get her hooked on. She's got to have another, she's got to have another outlet, because he's like, I've got 2 more years in me. That's it. He said, I'm going to hang on for 2 years, but that's it. I'm done. He's like, he said, I've got all sorts of ailments and stuff. And that when I'm listening to this, I'm, hearing Stella, like, because I do the same thing to her. Like, I'll be like, I can't leave me. You can never leave me. And it's weird when you are with your spirit animal, because it's such a connection. It's like your souls are touching all the time. And so it's really deep. And so, but he was like, well, I got to get this puppy trained up. That is what, I wanted Stella to be the trainer of this one. And he said that, so he's going to have to work on this for this whole time. And he does not like puppies. But he said, I got to get this one trained up so he's ready, so he can be a good dog for her. And he said, once I'm gone, I'll still be coming back to her. And I'll still be hanging out with her. I won't ever leave her. But he's going to leave her as the pet. And I don't know if he's going to come back as another pet later or whatever. But anyway, so he wanted to get this puppy, get her to find one, bring it home so he can start working with it and get it ready for its new role as her new companion. So anyways, it was the cutest story, but I could totally relate to so many different parts of it. And Charlie was... and also Charlie cussed and stuff. He was quite a little character, and he said lots of funny things. But the girl's dad had died, and so she had asked Charlie if he sees the dad, and the medium said it was the weirdest thing, because Charlie said, yeah, it's hot and cold or something like that. And then she said all of a sudden the whole thing changed, and was this other voice and this other person, and it's gonna make me cry. And she said it was obvious it was the dad, and he was really wanting to apologize to the daughter. He really wanted her to know how much he loved her, and that he was sorry how he had failed. That's the thing, too. I've said this for so long, too. For years I've been saying this. Is when people go over, when they pass, then they see the error of their ways. Like, people think, oh, they don't know, they don't understand. No, they see it clearly when they go in the life review and stuff. And then, like certain things, I think the example I used before, which still comes to my mind, is like racism. So say you are the grandma and you are racist as can be. And so, there could be reasons, whatever, you were raised at a certain time, but everything that isn't in alignment, it's for us to overcome. So it's not, well, racism was a part of our world at that time. Yeah, but if it was there, it doesn't mean you're supposed to fit into it. You're supposed to overcome it. And we have so much of it around us still. Like, people don't even realize. I'm not just saying like white people are all racist. No. All these different races are all racist towards each other. So it's not, it's always the white people are the scapegoat of racism or something. It's like, no. There's so much racism out there. It's just kind of like black people don't even realize how racist they are to white people. And they think like, no, I'm not racist. It's like, you are racist. And not only that, white people are the minority. When you take all of the people and you say how many white people are there in the world, it's like 7%. And so, in America, though, or in certain places, they make it heavy on the division. And then they always, the controllers, do oppression to the majority, which is the darker people. So they create an oppression, and then they give the illusion that it's the white people are, but no. So it really is that the darker people are racist towards the lighter people, and they don't realize it. They don't realize that, like, they're really the minority. So anyways, but I know that's a lot of, a lot of people are, oh, that's bullshit. Well, so anyways, but I hear people all the time. I hear darker skinned people all the time, and it's just like you're generalizing people, like, constantly. All white people are the same, or all black people the same, all brown people the same, all the different shades. We're all the same as whatever our tone matches somebody else's. We're the same, obviously. We're the same color. We're obviously the same. It's like, no, you can't just generalize. That's racist. Which this fucking blew my mind. I am just like, so this was a little girl, and she's in school, and she's talking to her sister, her cousin, her friend, somebody. And the teacher was reprimanding her in the hall because she told her she is not allowed to speak Spanish. You are not allowed to speak Spanish because everybody can't understand you. What? 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 Oh my God. Oh, I swear to God, get your kids out of the fucking schools. I don't know what the fucking wackadoo. And I saw this other lady. She's in the, like, the special programming in schools. And so she's, I don't remember what her duty is, speech pathologist or something. And so, but it's a whole band of women, a group. It's not just women, I'm sure, men, a group of people who are the ones who are called into the meetings and stuff for certain incidences. Which I just saw a video of a kid. They didn't show the kid, it showed the classroom. The classroom was decimated. And the thing, the teacher said, this was one kid did this. One kid. Which, to me, I feel like this is another thing that would spark controversy. But I don't know. Some of these kids need fucking whooping. I don't think you need to take your nonverbal. I think you need to detox them. But I think that some of these kids need a fucking whooping, man. I'm telling you. Like, this is wacky. And you need to detox them, and you need to fucking, this is insane. It's like it's like the kid in the TV. I'm going to put you in the TV. You better do what I say. Off the Twilight Zone. It's like, we got these kids running the world. And their freaking anger and the tempo. It's like, it's insane. But this woman who is in this group that goes and gets called in. So she said they get called into meetings all the time. And she said, when is this going to end? Like, every single thing, every behavior, all these things, they just keep giving them diagnoses and stuff. So all these kids just keep having all these behaviors, and then they just give them these diagnoses, and then they tell this group to come in and fix it. She's like, we can't fix this. We can't fix this stuff. And it just keeps getting worse and worse. She said, this has got to end. Like, the school's going to fall. Like, there's no way. This can't keep going. I've been saying that for a while. And I agree. I agree that, I mean, we need new approaches. And one thing that I really understand, too, is that the inability of some people to figure out how to make a new approach. So when you are approaching a situation and it's not going right, and you think, well, that was it. There's no other way to do it. So it's over. It's over. It's all done. Then that's when you stop and you think, okay, there's got to be another approach here. Which way do I come to this? Which way? There's got to be something else. And my guides always give me new approaches. And I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I see it. And then try something different. But it's like, and that is also, to, to do the same thing over and over is a sign of mental illness. But it's like a non-intelligent sign. If you can, like, that is how I think it is, IQ is judged or something, is like, how many different ways can you figure out a problem solve? And so the lack of ability to problem solve, and the way everybody gets stumped. And it's like our world is stumped. Our world's just sitting there like, well, what do we do now? There's nothing else to do. We're just going to sit here and let it implode. I don't know what to do. It's like, you got to do something different. You got to make a new approach. Go back out to the space and come back in a different direction. It's like, it's wacky. But, our world has been programmed to be dumbed down. So they've been dumbing people down for a long time. But it is like, you got to, like, there's got to have a secondary plan. Maybe a third, fourth. You got to make other arrangements. You got to look at things in a broader spectrum and think of other ways to problem solve. But yeah, trying to dump all these behaviors and stuff on these people, being like, here, figure it out. We don't know what to do with them. It's like, and then they're going in and tearing up classrooms, hitting teachers, all sorts of shit. It's like, they fucking just need it. They need the fucking, the trauma that we had when I was a kid. It was, one of the things was, you're going to go to your room and you're going to sit in there and think about what you did until your dad gets home. And then you'd sit in there all fucking day just waiting and waiting and waiting, knowing what was coming. And then you'd hear him come in and then he'd be pissed. And he's going to take his hard day out on you. And you hear, my dad always would start, like, you take the belt and you bend it and you start, and it makes this popping noise. Be like, oh, here it comes, here it comes. And like I said, even when I was in school, I got licks. That's what it was called. Whoopings were called licks at school. And I got licks at school. Like, maybe they should have not stopped the corporal punishment. Maybe some of these kids need a little humility. Maybe these kids need a little stress. Maybe we're stressing them in the wrong direction. It's like, something needs to be that they need to learn. Their behaviors are not acceptable. And what in the world we're going to go to? Like, these are going to be the people who are managers and shit at stores? These are going to be people running the world? Fuck. Like, god dang. No wonder the universe has to step in and fucking flip this shit. Flip this table over and be like, okay, now what are you going to do? It's like, because we're in trouble. We're in big fucking trouble. I'm like, this is wacky. All these people is like, well, he's got the OOD. He's got the behavior disorders. He's got the autism 2, 3, and 4. It's like, Jesus Christ. Come on, man. So anyways, this is my bitchy. Some people, it would think, God, but I'm sorry. I'm being for real here. I'm being for real. Like, I really do think, I guess this is wacky. It's wacky, man. And we do need to take more responsibility. And if we have a house that is utter chaos and we're not ever there for our kids and stuff, we can't sit here and think like that they're going to have the best behaviors. Like, we really do need to make some big changes. And we need to try and really figure out what's broken. Not just blame it on the kid. Oh, well, look at that little OOD, little freaking terrorist over there. Like, it is like the kids are, they're a product of their environment. It's like our world is turned into oblivion. It's turned into chaos. So, and it is like the nucleus. It's got to start at home. You can't just sit there, well, I got to get to work. I don't have time for this. The doctor said this, so you guys figure it out. It's like that. Look at the dependency on the education and the government. It's like, so anyways, yeah, I can see why, the universe is going to flip this shit. It's going to flip it. Because the people just keep going in the same direction. There's this traffic jam. They're just, hey, that road's blocked off. Let's all just jam up here and sit here. Let's leave our cars running and just sit and be fuming because this is no fair. God's out to get me. Oh, life's rough. It's like, oh my God, what the fuck? Oh my God, what the hell? This world. God. Look at that. God is the scapegoat. My day's been bad. God's out to get me. It's like, well, I guess that you're gonna have the day you're gonna have. Whatever you're gonna. You could also look at it a little different, but this is where I think this is what the universe is going to show. It's going to get people to see the light. It's going to show the truth. And it's your responsibility. You know, and there's a lot of stuff that people want to peddle up, you know, like it's God's fault. It's the devil. It's always somebody else's fault. It's not me. I'm perfect. It's never the person. Well, the only person who can fix this shit is you. So it's try and peddle it off on everybody else. We'll see what gets that. See what happens. Well, I'll tell you what's gonna happen. The universe is gonna flip the fucking tables. What's gonna happen? It's gonna all go. It's gonna scatter. It's gonna go crazy, and people are gonna just fall apart. It's like, well, some of us saw it coming. Like, I don't know, but it's going to, in a very traumatic way, it's gonna make people see. You know, it's going to give them a new, clearer vision. And things have got to change. Everything's got to change. We got to change our approach. Like, it's so funny how in the micro, macro, we got all these problems in the airspace. Yeah, because we need to change our approach. Our airspace is clogged up. It's not going right. Like I've said, you're on like a flight plan. And the interference, there's somebody interfering with the radio control, so you can't get to, even though the voice is coming from within. There's interference, and people can't quite get the call. So, yeah, we got everything playing out in the micro, macro, but yeah, that's the communication needs to be more clear, and people need to make a new approach. We got to make a new approach into, it isn't even to make a new approach into the old system. The system's going, this whole, and it is because it is just a reality. It's just a window of time. And that is what that cat was also talking about, these windows of time and realities, and there's all these tons of them, and there's, we destroy them all the time and stuff like that. But this is just a window of time, and the time is up. The lessons have been learned, and then the ones who have, there's a takeaway, and that is where the new world will be built up on the takeaway. So everything that we take from this, and not in the sense of material, is in the sense of coding. So what we have learned isn't working. We're going to do something different. And so a new world will be established, which will become a new reality, which will become a new vacation spot for a lot of different, like it's going to be, lots of souls will start going to it, into all different ones, and then more will even pop up. So you think of it like if you took a map and you stuck some pins in it. So you take a map and you put some pins in it. And then on the outside of the map, the world will flood and wash away. And then you have the new map with the pins, which will become each independent realities. They won't be like, what are you guys going to do about it? Well, we're going to do this. Okay, well, we'll do that too. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be structured through creativity and through the alignment, which will happen naturally, of how the people will come together. And so new, like new territories, new worlds, new realities will be created and become established, and then souls will start coming in to those, but other ones will pop up, new pins, and each pin will be its own reality. It won't be, even though, like we all think we're in the same reality, we're all in our own realities. And so this, that will become its own, a whole bunch of different realities. But the thing will be about those realities is they will all be high vibration. So just the same way as, like, there's not just one world on the outside of the fucking ice wall. There's not just one other place out there, one other district out there. No, there's tons. There's tons of realities. There's tons of beings. And it is all based on vibration. So in the earth plane of existence, then that plane of existence will reach a frequency that all the different places will resonate with. So it will be high vibration in a more in the light, although they won't all be exactly the same. So it would be like, I don't know, the difference from the AM station to the FM station. So we're going from the AM station to the FM station, and which is very different. So, and then they even have on the car FM1, FM2. So, but I think that I think that's just for your programming. But anyways, that will be, so it would be like in this earth plane, and we're in the AM station, and then the AM station is going to implode, and then so then these characters will come out of the AM and they'll be like, well, let's start a new one, and we're going to go to the FM. And so then they'll go up and they'll start new stations in the FM, and then that will be a higher rated broadcast. It will be a higher vibration broadcast of experiencing. And then we'll need an FM too, because there will be new realities that will be popping up. And then we'll have our hover cars and we'll be able to zip around and go and experience a lot of different experiences. And it will be totally different worlds. And then this is something that always gets me too, as I've said this for a long time. Like, our world is not set up like what we think. And so, especially not in the concept of a globe. And and yesterday again, because the moon, it just is not, they're not even trying to hide it. It's just out there blaring all day long. And so I was looking at it yesterday, and I was thinking, it's just so funny, because we were in school, they told us, oh no, it rotates around, and then it's down there in China. I think they always told us China. And then I think at some point it was like, well, it's in Australia. But so it would be daytime here, it'd be nighttime in China, and then it just circulates around. And so then it's always like, well, what's going on in China then? They don't got the moon. We just have it. So is there like several different moons? Is it that we are in these layers? Who's got the moon? Who all's got the moon right now? Like, where's Waldo? So, but I feel like it's because we're in like layers. Yeah, it's funny how layers are layers. So it is like layers, which are layers, which is realms, which is alternate realities, in which there's all sorts of them. And so it isn't like, I don't even know that the moon has to move. We're just in different layers of vibration, of experience. And so that's different realities. We're already in bunches of different realities, and that's in the micro macro, because even you are in a different reality than your neighbors and live in a different reality. So, but definitely in different places, there's different realities happening. You go into a whole new world when you go out and travel and you go to other places. And which is also strange when you see these people who leave their world and then they go to this other one and they expect it to be where they left. It's like cultures, everything's different. So the people look different, they dress different, they talk different. And so anyways, but It's like, I don't know, the moon just sits there all day and all night, and it's just like, whatever area you are in the layer of, where they turn the lights off and turn them on, turn them off, turn them on. But I don't know. I know we're not on this globe thing, but to me, it's like these layers. It's like, to me, I've already said, it's like we're inside of a space bubble. Like we are inside of a bubble, even though space is really water. But then it's like, it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. And it's all these layers of places. So, I don't know. It's just way different than what, it's like you have to unwrap your head around what you've been told, because it's way different than that. And I really don't think anybody's missing the moon. I think it's either, which I swear to God, I don't think there's like several moons that are out there, but I think that it's just, we're in different layers. So we're already traveling through portals and stuff. So we're already going through, like they've created connection between these different layers. And so I don't know. It's different, and I can see it. But I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I can see it. I can also see these smears on the wall. I keep thinking, what is that? I wonder what those smears are. I wonder if it's where I've killed flies. I've killed a lot of flies. Oh, you know what? Ruthie, she eats spiders. She eats spiders, and these giant wolf spiders are all over the fucking place. One crosses her path, well, it's time to eat. And another thing she eats is wasps. There's wasps all the time in here, and she eats wasps. So, and the wasps get themselves wore out, I guess. They get in here. I don't know what the hell happens to them. And then they get in here, and then they can't figure out how to get out, and they just fall over and just like, I'm so tired. And then she goes up and finds them on the ground, and then she starts messing with them, and I'm like, leave it alone. You're going to get stung. She doesn't give a fuck. And she eats them. She eats them. Spiders do. She'll fucking, if she sees one going, she'll fucking tear shit up to get over there and eat the fucking spider. And for how many dead spiders I saw yesterday, well, there was some that were alive. They didn't stay alive, though. I wasn't trying to kill them. Some may have taken off and went and hid. I saw another spider this morning. It wasn't a wolf spider. That was some other kind of white, see-through looking spider. But anyways, there's lots of spiders. Lots of spiders. But I figure it doesn't matter. I mean, even if you're in a house, like houses have spiders. Spiders are everywhere. They're just a part of our world, you know. And so, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they're out there. But I just shake my clothes off and stuff. And hopefully they're not holding on. When I got us some sweaters out the other day, I was trying to put them in the dryer, thinking, well, I'll heat them up and spin them out. And the dryer does not work if something is already dry. Even if it senses it is partially dry, just turns off. It's like, dude, just stay on a couple minutes, heat it up. I don't know how to make that setting work, but only these smart dryers trying to outsmart you. So, was there something else I was going to say? Because I was just thinking about that ChatGPT talking about on the other side of the ice wall. But anyways, but there's way more than just like one or two different beings and stuff. There's tons. There's tons of humanoids. There's tons of all different kinds. And that's the thing, is people got to realize that animals are also souls. And that's one thing that the cat was saying too, that all the different animals and stuff that come here to experience things and stuff, but the humans are always the ones in charge. The humans are the ones that are destroying everything and stuff. It's like, God. Because what I was going to say, what the racist thing. Okay, so say you're the grandma, and so say you were racist, and then you spread that out through your family, And so your attitude spreads out into other people. That is karma. Even though they have free will, it depends on the approach. And so it depends on how you uh, indoctrinate or create or program the people, and what the intentions and stuff. Like, there's a lot of formula. There's a lot to the formula. But say, so you're the racist grandma, and then you die, and you go over to your life review. Then you see how your attitude ripples through the generational process. Then all you want to do is get in there and change it. You do not want it to continue. And so you go back and you start trying to, I don't know, you could be trying to whisper in their ear. You could try to be birthed back into the family line. There's all different things that different people do. But that's the thing, is when people get over there, and once they get out of the situation in their life, then right away they see the error of their ways. And then people do want forgiveness. They want, because they aren't who they were. That is only a part that they played. And so you do them an in-service by not forgiving them, but you also do yourself an in-service by not considering the different roles, because you're playing a role too. And you aren't just this that you are playing the role for. And so, and you will hurt people, and it won't be, mostly it's not on purpose that we hurt people. But then once you go and you experience what they went through, then you want to fix it. And so, yeah, that girl, her dad started coming into that session and started wanting forgiveness, and the medium said it was just like such a different energy in it. She could just feel his pain of how, like this desperation of feeling bad and sad and wanting to fix it. And then she said that something happened. I don't remember if the daughter said something or whatever, but then the dad went back out and Charlie came back in. And then Charlie felt happier because the dad had come. Another thing too with Ruthie, she's always looking at things. So there is something around here all the time. She's always looking at it. She's always watching it. And I know she does watch the flies, and she tries to eat them while they're midair. But there's other times when I know it's not a fly. A lot of times she'll be looking up in a corner or something, towards the ceiling. And I'm always like, I wonder what's over there that I can't see. But anyways, animals do see into these other worlds a lot of times. And they aren't just animals. They are living souls that are here for experience, and here to connect with us, and here to teach us lessons, and here to help us to discover sides of ourselves. Which I know old fucking, it's so funny, because I swear to God, it's like the same lessons that Lucy was teaching me. And so I don't know, it's just Lucy back. But Ruthie, Lucy 2.0, Ruthie over here, is really helping me to discover my impatient sides of myself. It's like these different people came in to help me learn about boundaries. Now I'm really into this, like, discovering my impatience and what drives it. So anyways, but it's something that I get every day to work on. You always get a new day to work on an old problem. And so that's what I'll be working on today. And we'll see what this day brings. What are we on Saturday? And my daughter's supposed to be there. And it's weird too, speaking of different realities and layers and stuff like that, she's going back in time. So she's going back to yesterday. So it's yesterday where she's going. And it's just so trippy. And it's just weird. This world is so weird when you really think about that. And they always try and tell us about this time and stuff. No, there's something more to it. But yeah, she's going back to yesterday. And so it's like you get a do-over on the day in a whole new place. But then you lose a day coming back. But anyways, so, but we'll see what this day brings us. But so she should be getting there um, sometime like around lunchtime or something, I think. I think it was a 12-hour flight. But then I think they have to wait and get on another flight. And they are going to Bangkok. And it was like, you got to, don't take any drinks from anybody. And probably the organ taking capital. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a shit ton that goes on there. And she's like, I know, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I said, well, you got to also know that now there's an aerosol. Don't smell anything. And then when he comes up and says, here, smell it. No, I'm good. So, anyways, I don't know. I gotta not worry. It's hard to not worry about other people. That's another thing on my challenges too, is not worry. Let it go. Freedom. Let them fly. Let them experience their life. And don't try and control it. So anyways, I have my own things to work on today, but we'll see what this day brings us, which I don't know. And my tooth is just killing me, but I think it's because I'm gritting my jaw. And I'm probably because, for one thing, the energy, but for another thing, it is like I am trying to overcome stressors. Like, so the whole thing with my daughter traveling and stuff, like, I don't know, at this period of time in the world, and it's like, how close is Thailand to Indonesia? Like, oh, they're like, there's so much shit going on around there. So, anyways, my jaw is killing me. My tooth is hurting. Out on that thing. So, anyways, I have my things I'll be working on today. And we'll see what this day brings us. Hopefully it's going to bring us closer and closer to this crash. But I don't know. I feel like the crash thing, it could, I feel like, I don't know. It just always seems like kind of like this new money situation is going to come in this new world situation. Like that's a part of the whole dismantling, the whole crash, the whole thing of falling apart, the whole flipping the table. It all has to do with that. I don't think it's going to be just like, oh, look, you guys, everything's going to be fine. I don't know, because people have got to go through the table flipping. They got to go through the experience of waking up, of realizing, of seeing things different than how they've seen them before. So anyways, I don't know when or how or whatever, but I don't know. I know it's coming. I know things are coming. I know, oh yeah, because now there's supposedly you don't have to have a good credit score to get a loan for a house anymore. So see little things like that that'll just keep coming. And I know that there's going to be whatever, some kind of reevaluation. And so even if the money thing starts crashing, and there's still going to be good things that are going to come from it. So even if it's not all of a sudden, oh, look, we're in the golden age, everybody's fine, nobody's got to worry in the world. Because a part of that comes from us stopping worrying about shit. Some of it comes from us not being the same driving us. Like a lot of things are going to change to bring it the golden age and abundance. Like, so, and I think little things are going to continue, like when we're not going to be paying for resources, we're not going to be paying taxes, you know, like credit scores don't matter. So all little things. So anyways, we'll see what this weekend brings us, a little nugget we get from this weekend. So, and we'll see what Erica does, the Erica show today. So we'll see what happens on that. I'm sure she'll be out there doing something. It's just, I don't know, with the shapeshift, and that's what they're trying. I have no idea. So anyways, but what I do know is that you need to work on yourself. And that's the place to start. That's the beginning and the end is you. And so to really use your time, because it's not the devil and God who's causing you problems, it's you. And so to confront your issues and to recognize your patterns and to forgive yourself and to work on you is basically, so, and that's all learning how to love yourself. And so learning how to love yourself and learn how to love everybody else, learning how to have the day you want to have, because it's up to you. So anyways, we'll see what this day brings us, and we will talk about it tomorrow. So I'll talk to you later.